So the biggest AI image model that we've seen thus far dropped yesterday, and it's called ChatGPT Image 2.0. It by far trumps anything that we've seen to this point. So on the image arena, you can see GPT Image 2 is above Nano Banana 2, which was previously the throne holder, if you will. And Image 2 can also use this thinking mode where it can go even deeper into the process of building out whatever kind of image that you want. So this number, that 1512, which is above 1271, which is how they're denominating the quality of the model, it can actually go further than that with the thinking mode. And so you can pretty much do anything with this model. And I've seen it for all sorts of different use cases, from product images to ad creative to visualizations, graphs, dashboards, mock-ups, designs. And I think what is most impressive about it is that it is now flawless to generate images with accurate and precise text. And that's what I probably like most about it. So what I thought I would do in this video is actually give a few prompts of how it really compares in reality to Nano Banana 2, which again was the previous throne holder. So I've got a few prompts prepared. I have Nano Banana 2 opened up here, and then we have the new GPT image model opened up here. And so the first prompt I'm going to do is around food. So I have here an overhead flat lay of a hearty breakfast on a reclaimed wood table, two sunny side up eggs on sourdough toast, crispy bacon, roasted cherry tomatoes on the vine, a small ramekin of hot sauce, a black ceramic mug of coffee with steam rising, and a linen napkin in the upper right corner. Natural morning light streaming from the left, soft shadows, styled but lived in, shot under 35 millimeter lens, warm color grade. So we're going to use Nano Banana 2 for this. And then we're also going to put the same prompt into the new image model, and we can use the thinking mode for it, which gives you a little bit different of a feel. And you can also see what it looks like when it has the thinking a part of it versus when it doesn't have a part of it as well. So you see how it came out with Nano Banana 2. And again, Nano Banana 2 was also exceptionally good for images. And I've pretty much been using it for everything that I do. Like I use it for one of the image series that I'm doing with my mobile app, Still app. I'm doing this basically like 90-day image series on meditation. My mobile app is a personalized meditation app, and I basically created the series with this mascot. It's a blue mascot that kind of takes you through different meditation exercises and educates you on meditation. So Nano Banana 2 is really good. It's really great for thumbnails. It's been really great for all sorts of use cases. So we're at a point now where to even be elevating beyond where we currently are is pretty impressive. But you can see here the differences in these two images. So this is the Nano Banana 2 example. This is the GPT Image 2 example. Like this, it looks real. Like this looks like it was actually taken at the table. And again, they're both good, but you can see that this is on another level. You can see it without the thinking mode. You can see, I would say the difference is that with the thinking mode is a little bit more depth to it. It just gives more of like a live hyper realistic view. This one looks closer to the Nano Banana example here. So we're just going to keep the thinking mode on for this. I'm going to move on to the next prompt. So the next prompt is going to be a movie poster. So this one's a cinematic movie poster for a fictional thriller titled The Last Signal. A lone figure in a trench coat stands on a rain-soaked city rooftop at night, backlit by a massive growing radio tower. And so we're going to see what that gives us. All right, so here's what we got for Nano Banana 2. So you can see that the text was accurate, as Nano Banana typically does anyway. But yeah, really solid kind of movie poster. And we'll see how that compares with what GPT Image 2 does. I think what's also cool about the GPT Image is that it kind of describes what it's doing as it's thinking and how it's sort of iterating on the design in real time. That's pretty impressive. You can see on the right side, it shows how it's thinking, and iterating on the process and how long it's also taking in that process. And I say that the GPT image models historically have taken a little bit longer in order to render, and so it's interesting seeing how it is, how the user experience for it is actually, I'd say, enhanced somewhat. So in this case, it's actually bringing us back. Is it bringing us back 4 images? Okay, no, it's bringing us back 1 image. So this is the example that they gave here versus the example with the Nano Banana. They're both really good, but yeah, I'd say that OpenAI version is a little bit better. All right, next prompt. All right, so next one's going to be a science example. I have here a biology example. So a clean educational cross-section diagram of a human red blood cell and its surrounding inside a capillary. So kind of going into cell biology. Let's see what it does here. Let's see what the GPT image does as well. Let's see what that brings us back. All right, so this is what Nano Banana did right here. Red blood cell shows the different parts to it. You got the white blood cell here, the hemoglobin, and the like. And this is the GPT version, a little bit more defined. Say more along the lines of what I'd want to see in an image like this. I'm going to do one more example. So this one is going to be a trading dashboard. We'll see how it compares. Pop that into Nano Banana, and then into GPT. Let's see what it brings back. All right. So one thing about the Nano Banana examples are Nano Banana is super quick. It's super quick relative to the GPT image. GPT image just takes longer. Granted, the thinking mode probably takes more time as well, but we have NQ here, trading dashboard, which looks pretty standard. And we'll see what GPT comes back with. All right, so this is the GPT version here. I'd say it's pretty similar. It's pretty similar. I'm not necessarily sure if I actually prefer one or the other. So yeah, this is the new GPT Image 2.0. This is how it compares to Nano Banana 2. And I'll say that now have both these models, right, to use as options. And if you look at the benchmarks, however, GPT Image 2 is significantly surpasses everything else. So this is unequivocally the top model that we now have out. And that is something just kind of keep in mind. I believe Image 2.0 is 0.006 cents per image is what it comes out to, versus Nano Banana depends on how you're using it. This is definitely another leap forward in the image models. And I would also say that when you combine something like this with Claude, for example, launching recently their Claude design feature, you can pretty much do anything that you imagine from a design standpoint. So something to play around with. Hope this is helpful and that you now understand the capabilities of GPT Image 2.0. That's all I got for you for this one. And I will see you guys on the next one.